Here we go. So this next fact, I know I'm a little bit behind on getting some of these recorded, so I'm doing the best I can. You guys shoot me some ideas, and then I'm doing the best I can. Because, I mean, honestly, your ideas and your questions, that's what I'm looking to answer or help put you in the correct direction. Mine, I've been doing this for a while now, so sometimes I forget that the simple things are what a lot of people need. So this one is titled, What Supplements Do I Need to Take? So I get it, especially when you're starting out. It can be very overwhelming, this new journey that you're taking, this healthy lifestyle or strength training or whatever it is that you're looking to do. It's something new, so there's a learning curve and there's a lot of stuff out there. And it's hard to decipher between what's real and what's bullshit out there. Who's trying to gain something from you and who's really just trying to help you out on your journey. So on this, I have no endorsements from any supplement company. I have nothing to gain from anything I recommend for anybody. This is just what I feel that you need to take in your diet and stuff like that. So when it comes down to it, my opinion is very, very simple when it comes to nutrition, when it comes to training. I keep it very, very simple. And I feel that the more simple that I could keep it, the higher your success rate is. So first of all, when it comes to needing supplements, you don't fucking need any. I'm sorry. When it comes to it, it's not a need, because a lot of times there's a couple things that aren't even being hit that are the basics. So when it comes to protein, you don't fucking need that. When it comes to vitamins, that shit, this, all that shit, you don't need it. You just don't. It's just a bunch of crap that you could barely pronounce, okay? So when it comes down to it, there are going to be plenty of people to tell you that you need to take this, or it'll be better if you did, or hey, did you know that if you take this pre-workout, then it really gets me going. I mean, when it comes down to it, like, there's things in your pillars. I like to call them, there's 3 pillars, right? And you see it on t-shirts. Eat, sleep, train, okay? So how is your nutrition looking? Is your nutrition well? Is it good? Or does it resemble the makeups of a 5-year-old? I mean, are you eating a bunch of carbohydrates and you're skipping out on your vegetables and stuff like that? Well, maybe you should not do that. But the reason that we like to get these little supplements, and they like to give us these little graph charts right here that tell you, hey, you're going to gain so many pounds of muscle if you use this, but you're going to have that little fine print where it says, hey, couple this with a good diet and a consistent exercise program to help this, right? Well, fucking why don't you just cut this shit out, because this costs money. And why don't you just spend it on some real food and eat real food and have something better? You know what I mean? Your holes could be filled in what you're eating and not necessarily what you're supplementing with. You're probably going to need a job to supplement that lack of income, because you keep buying all these daggum supplements. You don't even know if they're actually doing anything, all right? People want to act like it's expensive to eat well when it really isn't. It's just you need to put priorities in what matter for you, okay? So stop paying daily Starbucks bills. Stop buying stupid subscription accounts on movies that you're not even watching. Cut that shit out and buy some real food. I'm gonna go on a tangent, and I'm not trying to. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that all supplements are bullshit. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that most people could benefit by just doing the raw basics before they even touch it, right? I mean, there's a lot of things that we supplement our life and we don't even think that's a supplementation. I mean, we literally go to sleep. Hopefully we're sleeping for 8 hours. We wake up and the very first thing we do is reach for a cup of coffee. I don't know of any animal that gets done with resting that feels like, hey, now I need to get me something to wake up after I woke up, which doesn't make much sense. So we're taking these pre-workouts. And I'm not putting any brands or anything out there, and I'm not saying that any brands suck, but I'm saying that some of these have some caffeine content that's upward in 600 milligrams. If I could just put that together for you, one Monster is about 140 milligrams. So times that by how many? I'm not a mathematician, but if you were to say, hey, I'm going to drink about 4 Monsters right now, you might say, hey, you're a little bit crazy, all right? Eat some good food, get some sleep. By the time that you're ready to train, you should be able to get something. You know what I mean? You don't need to have this overpriced pre-workout to motivate you. Why don't you just dig a little bit deep and go right here and say, hey, I'm trying to get after this. I enjoy doing this. let me fucking go. Why do I need a fucking scoop of this or a scoop of that to actually drive me forward? Isn't me improving myself a little bit enough to where that should be motivation enough? Maybe some of you guys need to supplement yourself by reading something, getting motivated, find some purpose in what you're doing, not so much getting it out of a scoop. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to it, supplements, do I think they're needed? No, I don't think they're needed. I think you could go out there and you could eat a good balanced diet. I think you could dig a little deep in some motivation, and that might be enough to get you there. I don't think that you need to be spending $30, $40 on this and that. I think honestly what you're really trying to do with all this stuff right here is you're trying to find the easy road. Okay, you're trying to find what's that magic pill that's going to get me that weight loss. What's that special protein powder that's going to get me to gain 20 pounds? What is it? When it comes down to it, it's going to be hard work and consistency. You need to hit your 3 pillars, right? Eat, sleep, train, all right? Eating needs to be very well. You need to eat well, okay? You need to have better meals that you can be proud of than ones that are shitty that you're trying to hide from your coach and you're trying to hide from your family. Eat well. All right, lock that down. Eat well. Then next one is you need to sleep well. I know a lot of y'all don't do this. You're taking your energy drinks and your pre-workout and you're an overstimulated human being, and now you're trying to go to bed and you're not even going to bed at a good time, so you're barely getting 8 hours of sleep, so you're not recovering from the training that you were beast moding in earlier. So get some good sleep. So it's eating well, get some good sleep, and then train. Like really fucking train. Like when you go into the gym, cut off all the other distractions and really embody what you're supposed to be and be present. Remember that episode we talked about being present? Be fucking present. When you're in there and you're doing those reps, do them to the best of your ability. It's not, I just showed up and this is good enough. Go in there and actually get intense with your workout and find some quality in those reps and build what you're trying to be. Build it. Then repeat. Do it over again. Eat, sleep, train. Keep doing it. And guess what? It's going to take a while. Do it over time. You get that time in, and before you know it, you're going to be where you need to be. Okay? Stop trying to hide it with these pills and these powders and thinking that it's going to rush it. It's not going to rush anything. Okay? You're still going to need to work hard. Now, that supplement could account for maybe the 2% of gains that you're actually going to get. But I'm going to tell you this, eating well is going to be well over 2%. Sleeping well is going to be well over 2%. The intensity and consistency in your training is well over 2%. All right? So stop looking at these goddamn dollar bills, picking up these all day because they're easy to take a scoop, to take 3 of these, take 4 of these. That's easy to do. But to come in and train and just keep getting after it day after day for years is hard to do. Stick with that because that's the road that you need to take. All right? And if you're not willing to take that, then just be real with yourself. Okay? Do something else. All right? Because a lot of people just don't understand that it's a supplement, right? We're supplementing something. This isn't the end all be all. And I'm a disclaimer, and I'm bringing it back around one more time. If you're into supplements and you're selling supplements and that's your thing, and you found a product that you really, really believe in, that's fucking great. I'm not bashing you. I'm not saying it's not working. I'm just saying that there's an absolute truth here that most of your consumers can't do those 3 things right. Eat, sleep, train. They can't do those right. They can't do it to the best of their ability over a considerable amount of time. They need to do that before they even think about buying that extra supplement. Because all they're doing is tapping into their funds on something that's not going to give them a big enough return as those 3 things. Okay? So what type of supplements do you need to buy? None. You don't need to buy anything. Come talk to me when you get past those first 3, and then we'll talk about that little extra 2% to creep you over the edge. But until then, that's all you need. All right.